Hello students, welcome back for the course of MBA Semester 3 Advertisement Management. Today is our lecture 34 and the topic of our today's discussion is selection, appraisal and compensation of advertising agencies. So, the objective of our today's session is help to understand the selection, appraisal and compensation of advertisement agency. In general, here in this session we are going to discuss about how to select the advertising agency, what criteria has been applied to select the appropriate advertising agency, that is called as appraisal of the advertising agency or evaluation criteria. And the last one, that is called as compensation of advertising agency. That compensation is nothing but the fees that the advertising agency that will charge to their client, okay, on behalf of whatever form of consultancies or other form of solutions that they are provided to their clients. So the contents of our today's session are selection of advertising agencies, process of selection of advertising agencies, appraisal or evaluation for selecting the advertising agencies, and the last one is compensation of advertising agencies. So let us start a discussion on selection of advertising agencies. So these advertising agencies are the specialized forms of organizations, those who are being conducting the advertisement planning and scheduling of its activities on behalf of the client and build up the advertisement program appropriately and execute the advertisement program, okay, uh, as per the whatever the advertising objectives or message strategy. So depending on that, okay, the ad agency will formulate each and every activity with respect to any advertisement program and implement that advertisement related activities of the clients very appropriately. So any client, those who are in a position to advertise the product into the different media, so they are generally approaching to these advertisement agencies. So how to select the advertisement agencies? So selection of advertisement agencies primarily depends on the goals. First of all, we need to decide the goals or objectives for what purpose that we are approaching to the any advertisement agencies. So as advertising agencies are the specialized forms of organization, they are offering some exclusive form of services either in the form of media planning, scheduling, public relation, publicity, okay, or other forms of communication mix, okay, they are offering some different forms of services. So whatever is the requirement, depending on that, and what form of objectives that we are looking for, either in the form of awareness or to generate the feelings among the customers. So, okay, so first of all we should have to set the goals for which we need to decide, okay, about whether we should have to go for any ad agency or not. Are there some sufficient resources internally available in the organization which should be assessed previously? Okay, if it is not, depending on that, we should have to go for the other stages, and finally we should have to decide whether we should have to select any advertisement agency for the appropriate services that they are providing. The next stage is selecting the process and the criteria. Okay, once we were set the goals, okay, we need to decide about the selection process and the criteria. Now, while selecting any of the advertisement agency, okay, we should have to develop some sort of criteria that is called as an evaluation criteria. That evaluation criteria has been based on the several parameters, okay, whatever has been expecting by the clients. Depending on that, okay, what parameters has been satisfied that particular ad agency by means of providing the respective services as the clients are being expecting, okay, depending on that, okay, we should have to go to the another stage. So this will be one of the very important stage, okay, by means of that we can evaluate the performance of the individual ad agencies depending on their working and other parameters of the advertisement agencies. The next one is called as screening the initial list of applicants. So there are several advertisement agencies, okay, and these advertisement agencies are being specialized agencies and providing some exclusive services. So we should have to screen it very appropriately depending on some evaluation criteria. So identifying the respective parameters, okay, say for example you are talking about the sales promotion activities, so which particular advertisement agencies those are being expertise in the sales promotion or social media marketing or digital advertising or outdoor advertising, okay. So there will be different forms of advertisement agencies, so we need to screen it very appropriately and identify some potential list of particular advertisement agencies those who are being expertise in that particular field and those who can handle our marketing program simultaneously the advertisement program appropriately. Requesting the client references, okay. Now referral will be one of the very good form of activity. If any of the client those who are being already acquired the services of these previous agencies, okay, one or two agencies, so we should have to meet the existing clients or identify that particular client those who are being primarily using these exclusive services provided by these advertisement agencies and try to get some sort of quotes over there, okay, or what form of budget has been required or tentative form of information regarding the advertisement agencies and other terms and conditions of that advertisement agencies and how does the that ad agency will work. Then we are in a position to think about one or two viable agencies. Now here we should have to list out two or three potential agencies those are not only expertise but they will also in a position to execute the advertisement program very appropriately to the targeted group of customer using uh, the integrated mass communication or integrated marketing communication. So we need to finally reduce the large number of that applicants, okay, means agencies into a potential group of agencies that should be 2 to 3, okay, and out of which we should have to finally approach, okay, to that particular agency. Then we will go to that particular agency and asking for the creative pitch, requesting the creative pitch. Then we will meet the account executive over there and give some sort of brief. The client gives the brief form of information regarding how to build up the advertisement program and what are their expectations. So what form of marketing communication has been required and what are other expectations of the marketeer, okay, that has been discussed with the account executives and it has been discussed with their creative teams. So some of the specialized agencies, okay, they will also call for the creative boutiques over here, okay. So final negotiation will be goes along with the clients as well as the account executives, and finally it has been means it will be finalized, the advertisement program will be finalized, and depending on that their terms and conditions, finally we are in a position to select that particular advertisement agencies. So in this way we are generally approaching to the advertisement agencies, and finally we are selecting these advertisement agencies. So most of the clients, particularly all the marketeers or manufacturers, they are applying this form of stages to select any of the advertisement agencies. Now when we are talking about the industry processes, specifically the large multinational clients, specifically how does they are being going to select the advertisement agency. Okay, so they are following some particular processes. Now this is called as the process of selection of the advertisement agencies. So there will be an advertiser or advertisement agency would be there. Okay, here the client, those who are approaching to the advertisement agency, they should have to comes in contact with that particular ad agency, that is called as previous acquaintance. Okay, maybe this previous acquaintance can be uh, there with some their previous clients, okay, or some other form of referrals will be there. So depending on the referral, okay, one the client can go directly to the advertiser or any ad agencies, okay, depending on their terms and conditions and other negotiation and other forms of expertise those who are being available with this advertisement agency. So one can select the advertisement agencies. If these stages are not being followed, so in general most of the other manufacturers or marketeers, those who are belonging to corporates, okay, so they are following these stages. So there will be a first examination. So first there will be a negotiation in between the accounts executive. The account executive will brief with the that information, okay, whatever has been communicated to the client with the creatives, and there will be what first acquaintance. The first acquaintance will be there along with the creatives as well as the account executives. Okay, so lots of briefing has been happened so as to convince that particular new client. If the client has been satisfied, then client will go to select that particular ad agencies. Okay, but in general majority of corporate houses, okay, they are the large, they are having a very large spending on advertising. So generally most of the advertisers, okay, they will be going in some different sense. Okay, so there will be an ad bid, that is called as an auction would be there. Okay, so how long that particular advertising program would be get implemented, depending on their bid will be finalized. Okay, and then the final brief has been there. Okay, and that has been again discussed with the account executive as well as the creative teams. Finally there will be a presentation, and that presentation must be appropriate according to the needs and expectations of the marketeer, okay, or client. Okay, and then only the client will select that particular ad agencies. So this is the very simple form of processes, but in in day to day working of the corporate lifestyle, okay, in most of the clients, they are using these stages or processes for selecting the advertisement agencies. So in this way most of the clients, they are approaching to the advertisement agencies, and finally they are selecting these advertisement agencies in this sense. The next one is that is called as appraisal or evaluation for selecting the advertisement agencies. Now what criteria has been primarily applied for selecting the advertisement agencies? So that criteria would vary from client to clients depending on their needs and requirements primarily. Okay, but in general there are certain parameters, and these parameters would be covered while selecting the advertisement agencies, and these advertising agencies are being assessed on these different parameters, and the final total score has been calculated, and then only most of the corporate houses and clients, they are finally evaluate these advertisement agencies in this sense, and they will select the advertisement agencies. Okay, that these advertising agencies sometimes can be um, selected by referral also. Okay, or they could be also selected depending on the client retention. If the client has been satisfied with their previous advertisement program, okay, the uh, depending on sometimes the clients can be also retain the existing ad agencies once again, and they will implement the new advertisement program with respect to that particular product or services. So what will be the appraisal criteria or evaluation criteria? The first one is called as the size of the agency. Now, in most of the organizations, the size of the agency does not matter, but in large multinational conglomerate houses would be there. Okay, they will consider the size of the agency over here. Nowadays we are talking about the full service agencies. So in that full service agencies there are multiple form of specialized form of services that they are providing, and they are being expertise in that particular field. So it comes to know that okay, the size of the agency will matter in that case. Okay, uh, here there will be different personnels are being involved, quality personnels, though those are being expertise in their respective field. Okay, that will matter. And how would be their organization. Okay, so here what type of quality personnels are involved in that particular advertisement agency, and what form of services. Okay, it does not mean that the advertisement agency will be a very big organization, okay, like any other manufacturing organization. In certain cases, okay, only a creative boutique, okay, that will be also helpful. So in creative boutique sometimes there will be 2 3 persons, okay, they will handle the creatives. Okay, and that can be sufficient to inculcate the idea of creativeness in the advertisement. So size of the ad agency, how much it will be feasible for any of the client, okay, to consider as an evaluation criteria. Okay, that depends on the other several parameters of the client, and how much preference that they are giving to the size of the agencies. Then relevant experience. Okay, when we are talking about the experience of the ad agencies in the respective field, okay, either in suppose say social media marketing, digital advertising, or arranging some trade shows, multinational multinational trade relations with other international clients. Okay, they will also deal with some product placement across the media. Okay, so what will be their relevant experience in the respective field. Specifically nowadays, wherever the technology will play a very important role. So how does that advertisement agencies are incorporating the new tools and technologies, and by means of that they can promote the clients businesses or products, okay, across the boundaries. There will be other some conflict of interest, okay, that maybe depends on some parameters, particularly say for example their billings or technology use, okay, or expertise that the company has. Okay, depending on that there will be different sort of interest would be there. Simultaneously, in case of creative reputation, okay, in creative reputation, whether the agency would have their own production houses, TV production houses, or print production houses or not. Even how does that they are being in touch with the specifically the celebrities. Okay, once we are taking the celebrity endorsement advertisement, so creative reputation will be a matter in most of the cases also. Product capabilities, okay, how does that we can enhance the product capabilities by means of ensuring the benefits to the targeted group of customers. So here the role of product managers or brand managers would be there. How does that they are going to highlight that particular product, okay, with that will enhance the capabilities of that particular marketing communication. Media purchasing capabilities, okay, that depends on the relationship with the other media, okay. In case of relationship with the media personnel, specifically say for example television channel, radio stations, okay, or other printing houses, okay, uh, or suppose say social media publicities, okay, or internet technologies, okay, how does they are inculcating these technologies or other uh, specifically how does that they will handle the media very effectively. So media buying experts would be there must be some media buying experts and appropriate planning and planning of media as well as scheduling of this media, okay, they must be capable enough to have some specific software so that they can allocate their advertisement so as to meet their advertisement budgets. Other services available. So now most of the advertisement agencies they are also providing some other form of services, sometimes that is called as collateral services. So these are the support services that they are being providing in the form of some product services, product research services, or research market research services, advertising research services. All these information could be made available to their client time to time once they initiate the advertisement program. The next one is that is called as client retention rates, okay. Now that client retention rate would depends on that the overall working and handling of the particular client by the advertisement agencies, okay. So how to retain the client, that primarily depends on how does the ad agency will handle these clients and their accounts, okay, separately, okay, by means of offering some exclusive services to their clients, okay. So that client retention rates depends on how successfully the advertisement agencies successfully implement the advertisement program and report to their clients appropriately. And lastly there will be a personal chemistry, okay. Now it depends on the mutual relationship in between the client and the advertisement agencies. So how does that personal chemistry goes in between the ad agency and clients, okay, that depends on the form of negotiation that goes among the advertisement agencies as well as the clients, okay, and what are their mutual terms and conditions. So in most of the cases, okay, what will be the parameters of that personal chemistry, okay, that knows only with that particular ad man, means the ad agency and the clients only, and what are their terms and conditions. So in this way we should how to evaluate these advertisement agencies and appraise these advertisement agencies, and finally we are in a position to select these advertisement agencies. So most of the clients they are using this process for the selection of the advertisement agencies. When we are talking about the corporate lifestyle and how does they are evaluating the success of the advertisement agencies while selecting any of the advertisement agencies, so they generally used to have some sort of excel sheet like that, and they are using some different sort of parameters, okay, and these parameters has been weighted, okay, on 1 to 10 scale, okay. So there some sort of weightage has been given and then evaluation criteria would be there. The final score has been calculated using some important notes over there. So they will select some different sort of criteria, say for example investment in the presentation. So how effectively the ad agency will handle the that building the advertisement program and execution of the advertisement program. So after taking the brief from the individual client, they are giving the presentation. So how much investment has been made with this particular presentation, not only in the form of money, okay, along with all sort of credentials including research related information could be made available to that particular clients. Uses of research information. So how does the research has been worthy enough so as to produce the quality advertisement? Okay, that depends on the work of the advertising agencies that they were produced along with the research information. Marketing thinking, the advertising idea, what form of creativeness that they are bringing, including some slogans, advertising at sales point, okay, newspaper advertising, television advertising, radio advertisement, outdoor advertising, media planning, okay, long term planning, people abilities, okay, particularly talking about the expertise, okay, that are being made available through the ad agencies, okay, office abilities, back office, specifically in case of meeting the requirements, particularly in the form of billing. So time to time these information could be made available to the clients also. The reference would be there, okay, the list of reference could be made available to the client also sometimes, okay. Some ad agency will provide their list of referrals also, sometimes they will not, depending on the certain criteria, okay. Then we already talk about that personal chemistry or a form of relationship in between the ad agency and the client, and total cost that has been involved in building the advertisement program. Depending on that, the total score has been calculated, okay, and finally the a client will choose the appropriate advertisement agencies. So in most of the manufacturers and the marketeers, okay, they are using such a form of parameters for selecting as well as evaluating the advertisement agencies. So these advertising agencies have been primarily assessed particularly after the presentations. So compensation of the advertisement agencies. Now when we are talking about the compensation, that compensation is nothing but the charges that can be obtained from the individual client on behalf of uh, specifically what form of services that they were being offered to the to their respective clients, okay. So that is called as what, compensation. That compensation could be in the form of billings, okay. So whatever the total bill after building and executing the advertisement program, that could be formulated, okay, either by means of using any one of the methods, okay. So this is called as what, compensation of the advertisement agencies. So in what way that advertisement agencies will get their fees, okay. They are offering varieties of services, okay. So generally most of the ad agencies, they will adopt this commissioning method, okay, that is called as commission method of compensation. Now that commission would be paid by the individual client, okay, depending on whatever the form of requirement of the ad agencies. So commissions from the media, okay, if any of the advertisement that goes air, okay, in the different media, so around 15% of air time, so 15% of airtime fee would be provided to the ad agency as a form of commission, okay. So suppose any of the advertisement that goes throughout the year, okay, out, out of which 15% of airtime fee, okay, will be provided as a form of commission to the advertisement agency by the that particular client. Reduce commission system, sometimes in case of outdoor media publicity, okay, they some of the ad agencies are charging, okay, less than 50% of outdoor media fees as a form of commission. Percentage of client spend, now how much the the particular client that they will spend on advertisement, say for example 1000 crore, so percentage of that 1000 has been fixed. Okay. So that will be charged as a form of commission to the advertisement agency depending on what form of services that they are being providing. Percentage of client sales. Okay. After formulating the advertisement program as well as executing the advertisement program, okay, that will helpful to increase the sales of the product. Now depending on the sales figure, okay, the percentage of client sales, okay, that will be formed as a form of commission to pay to the advertisement agencies. So in this different sense, okay, the ad agencies will be get paid, okay, to by means of the that particular client, whatever form of services that ad agencies has been provided to that particular client to place the advertisement into that particular medium. So that is called as commission method. The second method is called as fee system. Now this fee system has been either previously decided, okay, and that depends on the kind of expertise that they are being provided by the advertisement agency. Generally it is based on the labor based. Okay. So what form of labor based uh, fees has been there, okay, that has been calculated. Say for example they should have to use the production studio, say for example TV production studio, or suppose say the print studio would be there. Okay. So including, suppose sometimes there will be celebrity fees would be there, so that could be included over here. Okay. So that depends on total labor has been required. Okay. And finally the total fee will be calculated. Sometimes hourly billing rates would be there, or depending on the that complete project. Okay. So right from building the advertisement program to the execution of the advertisement program, so how much fees would be required, that ad agency will communicate to the respective clients, and respective clients, okay, they will think about that particular form of fees. If it has been affordable to that particular client, okay, he will further either suppose say negotiate, or they can discuss with the account executive or account supervisor or some higher authorities. Okay. And these fees has been charged. Okay. Sometimes overhead rate, profit margin, or other multiplier form of payment system would be there, depending on other forms of services that has been required by the particular client from the advertisement agencies. So the total fee would be calculated, and it will be communicated to that particular client. Okay. If the client has been in a position to pay all these fees, okay, then and then only this fee system could work very effectively. But in most of the cases, the earlier one, that is called as commission system, has been very popular in most of the cases, and that has been followed in corporates. So that is called as what? Fee system. The third form of compensation of the advertisement agencies, that is called as PBR, pay by results. Nowadays this form of system also works well. Okay. This is called as a result oriented system, or it is called as outcome based system. So how much work that the ad agency has done, right from building the advertisement program to till the execution of the advertisement program. So whatever outcome has been fixed by the particular client, suppose say for in the form of sales of the particular product, or suppose say to generate the awareness among the targeted group of customers. So there will be predetermined objectives, and whether that predetermined objectives has been fulfilled or not, depending on that pay by results form of compensation method can also work sometimes. Tightly specified objectives. So here whatever form of objectives has been there, that has been clearly specified, and it is the responsibility of the ad agencies. They should have to work very rigorously to achieve this objective, right from building the advertisement program to the execution of the advertisement program. So client businesses results has been expected, okay, particularly by means of using this method. Individual clients gross income, okay, that has been considered whether it has been increase in the gross income of the particular client, okay, after building and executing the advertisement program, okay. So individual clients gross income can be considered as a parameter, okay, by most of the ad agencies, and depending on that, okay, the ad agency will charge their fees to that particular clients. Now this is called as by negotiation method. This is again a very popular form of method. So whatever will be the personal chemistry in between the ad agency as well as that respective clients, okay. So depending on the negotiation, the fees will be charged by the advertisement agencies. So we will find out there will be some sort of markup charges would be there that should be associated with some other form of specialized services that are being required by the particular client, and there will be a scope of benefit or scope of service and work would be there, okay, only due to what negotiation in between the advertisement agency and the respective client. So what negotiation will goes among them, okay, or what is the personal chemistry and what form of parameters that they will consider while paying the required amount of fees to the advertisement agency, that uh, completely has been known only to the advertising agency itself as well as the client itself, okay. They will mutually decide themselves, and it could be get implemented. So in this way the compensation strategies of the advertising agency will work, and the advertising agencies will charge their bill, okay, or what form of services that they have been provided to the respective clients. So that is all about the compensation of the advertisement agencies. So that's all for our today's session. Thank you very much.